Alright, welcome back everybody. I am Aesop Grimm, and this is the continuation of our Crusader Kings 3 Chronicle, where we're trying to reclaim Italia. And we have some neat stuff to get to today. We left off last episode with a bit of a cliffhanger. Maybe it's kind of actually not a cliffhanger. We won our war against the papacy, we took Florence, we have the Duchy of Tuscany. But now we have the actual management, the administration of the realm to do, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Tuscany and Salerno the crownlets, the two duchies that this king can hold. We're going to give Apulia away, and we need to give one county away over here, or whatever we own over here that we can give up. We also have stress problems. So, let's start with Bari. We will grant this. We will grant this to... Who are you to us? You're of a cadet dynasty. What about Gaius? This is our cousin and personal champion. Do you have a lot of claims. See, I kind of prefer to give it to somebody who doesn't have claims. Which makes it hard to give to a dynasty member, you know. Maybe we can go by court. Courtiers. You're courtiers. Okay. Rank. Not a female. I would prefer to give it to a male. Alright, there's Gaius. A personal champion and a court musician. This guy's sort of like... All he's missing is the poet trait. He's like the consummate late medieval age knight, right? Alright, so he's got claims. Here's our son. Of course he has claims. Gallus Severin. No claims. He's 43. Are there any dynasty members that do not have claims? I really doubt it. In fact, can I order? Can I filter like that? No. My daughter, your cupbearer. My cupbearer is 63 years old with no kids. He has no claims, so he fits the what I'm looking for, but unfortunately he's too old. Victor is also one of my bodyguards. He's 43. Tiberius has claims. I think it was Gallus I was looking at. There's Gilberto, Cisalpine, Roman. Okay. Grant Bari. Okay. He has Bari now. Am I able to grant my primary heir Apulia? It appears I am. Can I give him the duchy? Yes, I can. But it also takes him out of my court. Oh, he's 18 years old. Let's do that. Okay. So he has the Duchy of Apulia. That's maybe like a good way of not really holding 3 duchies, but you're keeping that duchy real close to you. It's in your heir's hands. You know, and he's He's an adult now, so his education is done. He's successfully married. We've picked all that stuff out for him, so that's all done and finished with. Oh, he is now a vassal of ours. Should we make him a diplomat? He is better than Duke Ricardo, but Duke Ricardo, it's really beneficial to have him happy. And our son is at plus 100, so we'll go ahead and stick with Ricardo. Okay. So I'm now at 7 of 9. Let's just kind of hold pattern right there, and what we need to do is, first of all, we need to make Florence. So I have, let me double check, make sure I just have 2 duchies now. Duchy of Salerno, Duchy of Tuscany. Okay. So Cagliari, Arezzo, Urbino we could give away. Yeah, that's perfect. We'll give Urbino away. That allows us to keep lands over here, which are fairly lucrative, like especially Cagliari. I don't want to move the capital yet, not until I control all of this. So, do I have claims on these lands? No claims. Okay, so then bring up our council, fabricate a claim on Siena. Remember whenever I gave this away, I said I might have made a mistake. I kind of knew it right then. Yes, abort that task. So we need Siena, we need Orbitello, and we need Orvieto. This one here is probably going to be the hardest one. We need to start working on this guy right now. Let's send him a gift. Oh, we've already sent him. This is Duke Valerian II. Alright, a sway scheme, 81% chance to succeed. And we'll let this episode kind of just play out normal instead of pausing. Let's bump down to speed 3. Alright, we're fascinated with men-at-arms. Let's take a look and see if we want to be something else. We got Castle Bailey's, so we should be getting upgrading again. What does Scuddage do again? It's a type of feudal contract. High centralization might be nice. Land grants. Fabricate claim on county. Counselor task speed plus 50%. I mean, that sounds pretty useful. I think I'd rather be fascinated with this. It's going to take 4 years. Max number of men-at-arms regiments plus 1. Size of men-at-arms regiments plus 4. That's pretty significant, but we've already got a large army. Okay, do I want to do an inspiration thing? I mean, I don't know. I'm not caught up with that. That's an aspect of this DLC that's never really caught my attention. We can ransom. We can change our son's contract, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone. Unless... Oh, he's at normal. We could go low feudal taxes, high levy contribution, and that would be okay. He still doesn't like it. Let's try it anyway. It's only neg 10. We are in line to inherit the county of Bari. We can negotiate alliances. Okay. There are 3 wars we can declare. this guy's a very good diplomat as well. Ancona, the Duke of Ancona. Okay. What is... oh, disband troops. What is happening here in Cosenza? You guys are being attacked. Oh, darn. Yeah, these tooltips have been kind of ruined. War against the tyranny of Duke Rufinus, your vassal commander and knight, the Duke of Calabria. So it's this guy right here. And she's got the troops. So I guess she's going to force him to change a law. Okay. Now we're getting close to 1191, which is when we can try and change our own law again and get back to absolute crown authority. Alright, as additional payment in a recent trade, I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. There's a 77% chance that we could get a large cattle herd. I'll try for that. And it worked. Mercenary contract expiring. Okay. We're making 47 ducats a month. Oh, we have low control in counties. Let's go ahead and get our marshal on that. Let's go with Apulia. How long is that going to take? 5 months. Oh. Catherine has been excommunicated. Despotate of Hellas. Alright, she is wounded, one-legged, excommunicated, and a dynastic kinslayer. Wow. Some stuff happened, huh? Both of them look pretty beat up. One-eyed, and she's one-legged. We have an available perk. Let's take cutting cornerstones, actually, is what I want to lead off with. Take a look at Salerno. Move farm stats up to class 5. Take a look at Camarda. Move mobile camps to class 5. Smithies. Okay, let's start. Well, Cagliari is still going to be ours. We're making a mint off this place. Fortress building, cranes. Okay. Oh, that's still says is not held by you. I really wish I knew what was going on with that, because now I'm down to 2 duchies, so this should be... Oh. I took the duchy away from here. I destroyed that title so that I could hang on to these lands. That's right. Alright, let's construct expanded docks. Oh shoot, I've already given everything. Oh, I was going to give Urbino away, that's right. Okay. Let's take a look at Florence then. This will cost $1,800. It was begun in 1296. This is the Catedrale. I'm gonna see if I can pronounce this right. The older I get, it's like the lazier my tongue gets. Catedrale. See, I just can't. I can't get that out as smoothly as I used to be able to. Catedrale di Santa Maria del Fiore. It was begun in 1296 in the Gothic style to a design of Arnolfo di Cambio and was structurally completed by 1436. That's a long time to be building something. A century. With the dome engineered by Filippo Brunelleschi. The exterior of the basilica is faced with polychrome marble panels in various shades of green and pink, while bordered by white. The basilica is one of Italy's largest churches, and until the development of new structural materials in the modern era, the dome was the largest in the world. It remains, that's a pretty good accomplishment for what, the 13th century. It remains the largest brick dome ever constructed. The Cathedral Complex includes the baptistry, a minor basilica renowned for its 3 sets of artistically important bronze doors with relief sculptures, and Giotto's Campanile, a freestanding tower with 7 bells. Wow. We get 3 gold per month in tax. It's plus 25% to holding taxes. Development growth is plus 0.2. I need the crane's innovation in order to build that. Oh. Yes, I will upgrade this to a bailiff's office, from tax assessors to a bailiff's office. So what's this read? It is every peasant's duty to pay the crown a proportionate tax in coin or produce. Our tax assessors ensure that what they pay is sufficiently proportionate for our needs. And fortunately for us, most peasants are illiterate. That sounds awful. Holding taxes plus 10% from all holdings in this duchy. Then, if we were to build it into a bailiff's office, an excellent way to make sure that peasants pay their taxes is the threat of being thrown in the dungeon should they not. This is the job of the bailiff, even on our side. All holdings in this duchy holding taxes plus 15%. Bam. That's what we're building. Luca, are you ready for an upgrade? Yes, you are. Your Bailey. From a Bailey is the perfect and most defensible place to store critical supplies that will see us through a siege, such as weapons, armor, and pickled boar's heads. To a Bailey. A Bailey is the perfect and most defensible place to store critical supplies that will see us through a siege, such as weapons, armor, and pickled boar's heads. I watched a video on YouTube some time ago that was a documentary on medieval construction, and they were talking about the advances in concepts, architectural engineering, and technology. And the Bailey, the era they were looking at is when the Bailey was like the cutting edge technology. So they went through the history of the castle, and then they were talking about how the Bailey was this new idea, and there was this project that they featured in the documentary. I don't know if it's still going on to this day or if they completed it, but it was people like historians and stuff were actually building a castle in France for that era that the documentary was covering. I don't remember what century, what part of the medieval era it was, but it was part of the medieval times, you know, and so they were constructing a castle that would not exceed the technological capabilities and understandings of a certain period of time in medieval times, and they did it using only medieval concepts and tools. So they actually show up in medieval garb, and then they had to make their own tools, and they used the stuff that the medieval engineers used. I mean, it was incredible. I thought that was super neat. All right, we're looking at Lucca here, and we can upgrade to walls and towers. No, excuse me, Bailey. Upgrade, okay. What else do I own? The other three I'm waiting on. Okay, so unpause. That was a lot of chit-chat for this episode. We can ask for gold. Might as well. We're building stuff. Praise St. Matthew, here comes the tax refund. As I find ways to tax my population more intensely. Our wife is getting even better at intrigue. Task finished. Control has been gained in Apulia. Open the council. Reassign to Benevento. That's going to take him 57 days. Oh, and call for a hunt. What does Luigi think of us presently? He's at +5. Let's have him think a lot better. There we go. Do I have a daughter that has come of age? You're married. You're 14 and can be married to a 39-year-old Serene Doge of Venice. That's actually the youngest I've ever seen that. Let's I'm a little hesitant because we'll be taking Venice eventually. How many troops you got? 5,000. What about Robertine? Nothing. Plus, you're ill. It's the Serene Doge then. Send that proposal. They're betrothed now. Very good. Host a lavish feast next. And again, well, okay, that really helped us with our stress. So let's reassign our marshal to regain control in Cosenza, I think. It looks like that war is over. Oh yeah, she deposed this dude's dad. He had to give up his title, so this 8-year-old is in charge now. Oh, he's a dwarf. Alright. I don't know if deposed is the right word, but she made him give up his throne to his successor. Mayor Dora, how could you? These things happen. I like to take the these things happen if I can afford it. I don't want to form a rivalry with them. Oh, I get a weak hook also? I will distract the converging guests. Okay. It might be time to modify your feudal contract. What are you Duke of? The Duchy of Sicily. The County of Palermo and the County of Syracusa. Well, you're sitting at about the power level that's acceptable to me. Let's try modifying your contract. Until next time. Three years left on that claim. 4 years left on promote culture in Palermo. 4 years left on gaining control. I thought this was 57 days. What the heck happened there? Ah, Elvira's pregnant. Hey, we had a faction disband. The Liberty faction. Excellent. Excellent. Things are stable again. Nobody's raising Cain. We do have a little bit of intra-kingdom warfare going on. How's our construction projects moving along? They seem to be doing quite well. I'm kind of content to be running these normal, not using the pause button right now. I do all of that off of feel, and it feels like with this transition up to Florence and all of the preparation goes along with it, this is stuff that I mean, if I were watching, I would want to see how this is unfolding. If my primary objective is just to flip a county to Roman culture and it's going to take 14 years for that to happen, I don't want to sit there and just watch events pop up. So that's where I put you guys on pause. But what we're doing here, we got active stuff going on, multiple vectors of it, construction happening in lands as we prepare to make a move, passing titles out, consolidation of power where we can, stuff like that. Release this chick. We gain 300 stewardship lifestyle. $14,000. What kind of war is going on over here? It's a liberty war, so somebody called an ally in. Yeah. Oh. This guy is gonna smash this uprising. This is in Spoleto. You guys might find yourselves on the chopping block when that's all said and done. He called in a boss, man. This dude, this is the king of Georgia. He's got 9,000 men. I don't know. So that must be their combined army. 14,000. Alright, so she wants to name her after her friend, Siobhan. That's a little weird, but okay. Perhaps it's wise not to ask too many questions. Let's go with learning education. And Flacilla. Well, This is an actual family member. Let's go with that. Okay, my timer just went off, meaning we're at the end of this episode. Let's let it get to December. Actually, we'll let it go to January. Our spy master swore fealty to us. Our diplomat is doing good things for us. Christmas. New Year's. 1st of January, 1188. We'll save the game right here. We'll take a look at what the world looks like. Let's just kind of soak in our own empire first. We are really putting the whole boot together. We're getting close. Now, this part right here is going to be a little bit, I think, more tricky. We'll have to see. I'll be probably learning some things as I'm doing that. We might actually have to split off from the Byzantine Empire, because I believe there's a rule in place that says we can't declare war on anybody within our own empire to take their land. So that could be a thing coming up in the future. But for right now, things are looking quite good when it comes to just simply forming what we would traditionally call Italy. I think Corsica is still just simply Corsica. No, if anything, it's Sardinia. That is just simply its own, like they're their own nation. But I don't think so. I think this is all Italy. It's just that they've maintained a distinct culture here in Sardinia, as well as Sicily, but this Sicilian is considered more, how do I put this, like a kind of a version of Italian, whereas Sardinian culture is considered something distinct. It's a Mediterranean culture, but it's not considered Italian. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not an expert on that. I very well could be mistaken, but scrolling out a little bit further, things are actually kind of beginning to form into large blocks over here. And Hungary actually looks like it may have gotten a little smaller. I'm not for sure. The Byzantine Empire is definitely encircling the Black Sea and really growing northwards, encompassing more and more of Eastern Europe. And I don't know what you would call this area that we call Russia now. Is it the Balkans? No, I think that's over here. But we're soaking, like, Eastern Europe doesn't extend all the way out here. Eastern Europe is like around here. So the Byzantine Empire is into another area of the world right here, and I don't know what to call that. The Cossacks, maybe? It might be the Cossacks. Okay, what else have we got? Sweden and Denmark. Denmark has again gained territory up and, formed all of this area here. Sweden has established itself in some form. It's big enough to see from this height. Finland also seems to have put something together, something of a nation state together. Ireland and Alba and England, and then basically Wales. That's a mess. Look, Lotharingia is getting into here. Wow. What do we have going on in Africa? Aquitaine is expanding in Africa. Africa itself, looks about the same as last time I looked at it. I remember it looking like kind of resembling a river running down here. Tulunid has grown. There was another nation that I recognized down here. I don't see them anymore. I can't think of what that place was called. I would know it if I saw it. But I do not see them any longer. The Middle East is basically 3 dynasties. And then you start getting over into India. Do we have any Mongols yet? I do not see any. Alright, well, there's your snapshot of the world as we know it in 1188 AD. Again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by this channel. I hope you like what you saw. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I will see you in the next episode where this story continues.